No matter how long you've been playing Classic WoW, it should be obvious that travel is one of the core principles of this massive game. By land, by sea, by winged beast, or some magical method, you end up moving around a lot as you level up and explore the world. Sometimes it can get a little overwhelming to be doing so much travel while navigating quests and obstacles, but I find that taking it slow and appreciating the landscape around you is one way to find enjoyment and discover new things, even when you're least expecting it. Today's example? The Wild Wind Path of Feralas. Most players are probably unaware of this hidden road that slowly but deliberately winds through the wilderness, and even those that do know about it are probably not aware of all the details. Let's unpack one of the loneliest roads in Classic WoW. As always, thank you for the fun comments and support, and with all that being said, let's get right into it. Mid-level players questing through Kalimdor are undoubtedly familiar with Feralas, the first of two green jungles to discover on this continent. Untamed, overgrown, and largely forgotten, but not without pockets of civilization. In the eastern part of the zone, Camp Mawache is a Tauren outpost that serves as the Horde base in this region, an idyllic encampment with excellent waterfall views right next to Wildwind Lake. It's also right on the main road running through the zone, which is great, except if you're an Alliance player. The main Alliance stronghold of Feathermoon is all the way on the western islands, and anyone passing through here not with the Horde faces some intimidating, probably skull-level guards. Quite the dilemma, but there is a solution that presents itself, following the faded yet distinct path heading northwest toward the Laris Pavilion, before eventually breaking off across the wilderness and reconnecting with the main road. You might have to dodge a few wolves and bears, but overall, no harm done, and you'll soon be on your way again. This all might seem very straightforward, a fork in the road, guiding wary Alliance players around a dangerous spot. No big deal, right? But what a significant number of players don't realize is that this is not the intended way of circumventing this obstacle. As I said, the path you follow for a time connects to the Laris Pavilion, an ancient elven site that also serves as a back entrance to the city of Dire Maul. Many players have co-opted this route as a starting point for their detour, but what if I told you there is another way, another path, installed by Blizzard themselves? Let's back up a bit. You might notice the alternate route, disguised as what appears to be simple ground texture, snaking through the woods to the south. There's even a ransacked caravan nearby pointing you in the new direction, perhaps a target of gnolls or a horde patrol. Heading up into the southern hills, the path guides you to one of the most peaceful, out-of-the-way locations in the entire game, a small lake teeming with life, surrounded by greenery, and featuring waterfalls on both ends. The lake is bisected by a natural tree trunk bridge and feeds directly into Wildwind Lake below, but this spot itself has no name. It's just considered a general part of Feralas. Once you make it up here, you'll also find there are practically no aggressive animals up here. Most of the path, it seems, was designed as a safe alternative route, which I think is really cool. Continuing on past the bridge, you find a small campsite that overlooks the lower wilds, and the path slopes downward from here, taking you down and around Camp Mawache while giving you a great look at the lake and the characteristics of the jungle you'll be questing through for some time. You can stop and find respite at the fallen logs here, or continue on and pass by another pond and up through the forest until you connect back to the main road. A perfect little nature walk, and one that can be taken in either direction when you're wanting to avoid the Horde town. Approaching the intersection from the west, it becomes even more apparent this route was designed as an alternative, and I find it really neat the dirt terrain was used subtly as the path here. It feels wild and rugged and perfectly fitting. This way takes about 50% longer than the quicker one I described earlier, and it's really no wonder most players overlook it. Most of the time, you're either a Horde player who's welcomed into town, or you're an Alliance player who sees the more straightforward fork in the road and rolls with it. With the hidden path not tied to any quests or NPCs, it's easy to miss, and I just discovered it a month or two ago as I was leveling up my hardcore character. With great views, calm ambiance, and some nice decorative touches to discover, I really think this is a strong contender for a National Park of Azeroth. an area traversed by few, but one that really hits that vanilla exploration feel for me. And hey, in my case, it's yet another example of how you can always discover something new on Azeroth, even if you're not actively searching for it. Thank you all so much for watching. Maybe next time you're trekking into the wilds of Feralas, you'll consider checking out this forgotten path and viewing the zone in a whole new way. A special thank you to my channel members who provide bonus support for these videos, and until next time, may the Force be with you.